Oh, now we go live?
Now we go live.
Wait, what?
Oh no, I just wanted to make sure that someone is calling the language thing because Michael's in it and someone
Oh, nice point.
to end it.
Oh, no, that's okay because I'm actually sort of no, that'll work if I do it, Liv.
Okay, you're gonna end it. Okay, got it.
Yeah, because I'll just segue right into it.
All good.
We're good. Okay, where were we?
We were learning about the game
MG.
M and G are our letters. We're learning about the game Making Grade. Every time there's a scene between two people and then a third grader off to the side. The third person is not a third grader, but they are a grader. Every time someone delivers any line of dialogue, they grade that line of dialogue from A to D.
Wow.
Yes.
My MG is Michael's grumpy. We all do things, and whoever makes Michael the most irritated is the winner. By the way, the winner of the Game-O-Matic, give us a shout on the comments and let us know.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't agree with me. I'm making you grumpy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Too late. It's ruined.
My game is called Mangled Guacamole, and it's a scene. It's an avocado funeral where 3 avocados give eulogies over a bowl of guac.
My MG game is a mouse guest. Everybody takes a turn being a celebrity, but portrayed as if that celebrity was a mouse, and we have to figure out.
Yeah. Mine is more glam. People do some really mundane kind of household activity, but they compete to be more glamorous about it.
Mine is Moist Gimme. You try and give away things that you've dampened.
And you just succeeded at Mick Grumpy.
So was I really promoting another one, or was I just playing the first one? The winner.
Mine is called Mowing the Glass. It's a game in which you ask the audience for a common everyday activity like mowing the grass, but then when you play the scene, you substitute the subject of that activity with something that rhymes with it.
Nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
Mine, jumping off Peter's, mine is called Me Glossy. And basically you just have to like compete on stage to get as like whoever's glistening the most under the spotlight by the time the scene is over is the winner.
Yeah. There's another one for me. It's Moving Goo. And it's just the stage is flooded with goo and the players have to move it.
Mine is Majestic Grandmother. All of us take turns pretending to be a countess, and whoever is the most insufferable is the winner.
Yeah.
Mine is called Musical Gravel, and it is a short mini musical in which everyone sings with terrible voices.
Mine is Marmalade Gang, and it tells the story of a London gang made up entirely of Paddington Bears.
My game is Muscle Goats. It's a goat that every time you guess his riddle wrong, he gets stronger.
I think we need new. Oh, go ahead, Peter.
And it's called Maybe Guesstimate. It's you have to try and say everything in terms of the least definite terms. The first person who says a fact is out.
Go ahead.
My game is a Murder Garden. It's about a garden party at Agatha Christie's house, and everybody one by one dies, and before each next person dies, they have to figure out why that person before them died.
My game is Monster Grandma, and it's people compete to get their grandmother so pissed off. Whoever pisses off their grandmother the most wins.
This
Mine
is
is-
called Mobius Goal, and it is a scene that ends the same way it starts.
Mine is called Mood Gravies. There are many gravies in the scene, each with a different mood attached, and the more of a specific gravy you drink during the scene, the more of that mood you have.
Ooh.
Mine is called Malaise Genre, where you can move from genre to genre, but the theme is ennui.
My game hails from South America. It's called Muy Grande, and basically it's who has the biggest thing.
This one's called Many Games, and it's a game in which you get 2 letters from the audience, and everyone has to invent games starting with them.
Oh, that sounds like a good one. We should play
Yeah, I
that.
like that.
Never heard
We should really play that.
Mine is called Marmot Guillotine.
Oh no!
Instead of a blade, it's several marmots slowly being lowered down onto someone's neck. Because it takes such a long time, they have a chance to defend themselves and prove their innocence before the end of the scene.
Wow.
Oh, I thought it was the marmots descending on your neck and like they tickle you to death or something.
Oh no, they're chewing through your neck, but you have a chance to prove your innocence through that.
I got it.
Yeah.
Mine is called Matic, Gameo, and it's where you get 2 letters and then you make up a bunch of games that start with those 2 letters.
You bit
Mine
it.
is Mayonnaise Generation, where everyone is given the raw materials to make their own mayonnaise, and whoever does it first without it separating wins.
Mine is medicinal gefilte, and it's a gefilte fish that fixes all the problems, and the improvisers have to explain how that works.
My game is Mardi Gras Go Go, and I think it's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Mine is called Mercedes Garage, where you walk in there with a minor problem and you walk out $5,000 later.
Mine
Mine
is
is-
called,
Similar. It's Mercenary Gambler. It is just where you just take people's money and gamble it away.
Yeah.
Mine is called Marathon Gasping. It's just you do a regular scene, but you're doing a marathon at the same time in real life, and the scene doesn't end until you fall over gasping.
Mine is called Mystery Gumbo, and it's a scene in which a detective has to solve a soup-based crime.
Hmm. Mhm. Mhm.
Mine is called Marriage Guess, where the first person says nothing except, nothing's wrong, nothing.
Hey, what's the time there, Derek?
It's 7:59 on the dot.
Holy moly. That means that we're just about ready to start the big show.
That is true.
Do it?
I am so excited.
Oh my God, I don't know if I'm ready for this.
I'm ready. I'm up
kind
for
of out
it.
of ideas.
This is the big night. This is the big show. This is the big one.
Oh,
Yes. Oh, by the way, Michael, I don't know. You know how I keep sending you pictures of the MGB GT?
Yeah.
You know that my brother-in-law owns a blue one?
Really?
Yeah, he owns one. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I never told you that. I don't.
Sometimes I'm a blue.
see, but it's
MGB.
because I kept it out too long.
And
Usually I'm-
sometimes it's 8 o'clock.
Yes, let's do this. Woo-hoo. Oh, yeah. Boom. This is Saturday night at the Mopco Improv. Well, I'm at the Mopco Improv Theater. We are the Mop and Bucket Company. We're absolutely delighted that you're here with us. I say us, and you're saying, this guy's standing there alone. What's he talking about? Ho, 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 contraire, mon frère. I am not alone. The amazing Mr. Peter Delacus is with me right now. Peter, yes.
Oh, hello.
Hi for the party. Yes, he is. So good to see you, Peter. How's your knee? Doing better?
My knee is fine, and the lampshade has never made me feel so cheap comedically. So there you go.
That's okay. I never mind. All right. You know
I
what?
said comedically.
Yes, dear. Sam Gorenstein, I know you're there somewhere.
I am here somewhere.
That's right. Sam Gorenstein is in the house. How are you? You're in your house.
I am in my house. You said the house, and in fact, there are many houses.
There are
I used a
many
very
houses.
definite Article. The house.
This is like really deep. You know, they're
Yeah.
married. Man.
Maybe every house is the house.
Are you just going to keep growing your hair?
I feel like for now, yes.
Yeah, cool. I like it. Yeah. I'm going to do
Sam,
that.
a little unsolicited advice.
Yes.
Throw it while you got it.
Yeah, there you go, man. That's right.
Appreciate
Jen Lavenhar's here. Yay!
Hey, let's be continental, Michael.
Oh, how-
Mwah, mwah.
There we go. That's how you did 3. You know, it's very difficult in Europe because different countries, different ways, right?
Yeah.
And you got to really kind of parse that. It's hard. 3, I think, is like.
I believe it's Amsterdam, which we should
Amsterdam,
shout out to all of our viewers in Amsterdam.
Yeah, all you Amsterdam folks.
It's so great of you.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jen Lavenhar without Walt Paticki. You're delightful, Jen, but Walt just does the thing, and it's awesome. Where is he, Walt Paticki? You didn't.
Walt is in the land of mute.
But he's not muted.
I'm not.
Try
Oh,
that
wait.
tagline. Try that tagline again, Walt.
Okay. Who loves your mom?
That time we got it.
Classic.
Yeah.
Let's be so Michael.
Oh, gross. Oh, gross. Oh, grosso.
What?
Thank you so
What
much.
continent is that exactly?
It's
That's
continental breakfast.
that's Antarctica.
Oh.
That's because people need to clear off each other's goggles. Livia Walker is with us as well. Hello.
Hello.
So good to see you. So good. And I believe that scamp of a husband of yours,
That's
isn't he? He's a scamp. Yes, he
The
is.
scamp is here.
The scamp is doing the tech stuff. All right, Derek Walker. Yeah. And we've heard him already. We rely on him greatly. We never, never get bored of him in any way, shape, or form. The amazing Mr. Mark S. Merritt. Excellent.
Hey,
So are you doing well, Mark?
I'm doing spectacularly.
That's the word I was waiting to hear from Mark S. Merritt.
Love Mark.
My life is a spectacle.
Your life is an opera, a spectacle opera.
Only to
Spotlight.
be witnessed through spectacles.
Your life is La Boheme and Traviata glommed together on the big stage.
Oh, I've never heard of Glommed. Is it a good one?
It's yes, glam opera. Okay, kids, it's time for the speed round. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
You got your thinking caps on, you got your heads ready. Okay, I'm going to hold up the first thing. Boom.
It's special to eat asparagus with lamb.
Mm.
No, I'm telling you, the handle just broke right off. Is there any way to shut it down?
If you put it up on the roof, you'll get better TV reception.
Wah, 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 wah. Ding, 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 ding. It's out of
It's my Buddhist can opener. It just kind of lets the can be. It has no way to cut it.
Next object.
Ah,
I had a lava lamp, but it scared me. So now I just have this odd-shaped jar of water.
Would you like to try a sample of moistened dot?
It's finished. Oh shit, I forgot the ship.
This is our luxury sea monkeys high rise. Are you interested?
Professor, I think I've solved the riddle, but it's all empty.
And next object?
Now,
If possible, I'm not sure.
Yeah, Sam,
destroyed us. Destroyed us all.
you're a little frozen there.
Jen, next object.
Okay, here.
Oh.
No, mother, I cannot hear you. I have on my headphones. You do not understand me.
It's Roomba football, and the Roomba football is running around the field. The players cannot catch it.
Have my ASMR microphone from Amazon.
Turns out they're still making segways for squirrels.
Next object.
It's a waffle iron that can also summon the devil.
You wear it on your forehead, and it gives a reading of your temperature so that everybody can see if it's safe to be around you or not. The latest in Corona wear.
No, really, I'm a priest. You can tell me your sins. I love to listen to people's sins.
What are you talking about? Of course I'm Iron Man. Tony Stark, I got the thing. It's right here. You see it? Let me in the club.
You ever try and strain Play-Doh through like one of those triangle shapes? Well, get ready for the next level.
Next object.
I don't understand how it works, but apparently it prevents pregnancy.
This is Bart Simpson's shadow.
It's a tiny little still. The revenuers will never catch on because it's so tiny that we can just put it in our pocket and run away.
You weren't supposed to squeeze your hamster so hard that anything was going to come out.
Now, Mr. Frankenstein monster, this is gonna look great on you. A little curl coming out of your side instead of that little bull. You're gonna be the talk of the town.
And last object.
We are Devo. Are we not men? D-E-V-O.
Yeah, we're just Devo. It's Devo.
Yeah, I had Devo. It's just that.
It's ribbed for my pleasure.
Ooh.
You know that Gorillaz album, Plastic Beach? I went there and I bought back souvenirs for everyone.
And that is it.
All right. And we are so happy to am I here?
You are not.
I didn't think I was. How about now? Am I here now?
You
Now
are
you're
now.
here.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
If it's not on TV, it doesn't count.
That's right.
Jennifer at the Comedy Store.
Yes.
Yeah. Or the money store. Phil Rizzuto for the money store. Okay.
A hit.
We're gonna do
Oh, no product placements, Michael. Well done. There.
What are we gonna do, Michael?
Peter, that was obsolete, okay? They're not around anymore.
Yeah, they went
Okay.
to-
What we're going to do is the last big final scene from a movie that hasn't been made. And of course, we're going to get the title from Derek. And then later in the show, we'll do a scene from the middle of that same movie. And even later in the show, we'll do a scene the very beginning of that movie. It's awesome because we don't know how. And the title of that movie is
Running Out of Time.
a classic.
The clock's been restored to its rightful place, Theodore.
I'm glad you could do it before we ran
Out of time. We've got to get it up there. Maureen, go! Go, Maureen! Put the clock back in its rightful place! Go! You think she's done it? I think she's done it just off screen!
I did it! I did it!
I'll go tell Theodore.
Wait, maybe we were too late to save Theodore.
I can see through time.
Oh, Theodore, go into the clock. Go into the clock. Oh. The clock.
If you can hear me, goodbye.
I'm gonna go to his house after this just to make sure that he's there or not, time paradox wise.
I'll go with you. You know, he
Yeah.
has really good olives in his refrigerator. So if he's not here anymore, I call dibs on them.
All right.
They're like imported.
Yeah.
See. Ah, yes, a classic. There is no doubt. There is no doubt that that would make it to Turner Classic Movies in no time.
Climactic clock scene.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. It's beautiful. Hey, we have an expert. We have an expert with us this evening, and Derek, I wonder if you could tell us what is Walt an expert in?
Walt is an expert in organic farming, in particular the creation of bratwurst. Organic bratwurst farming.
Organic bratwurst farming. Here we
Yes.
go, Jennifer. It's time for the Jen Levenhar Show. Here is your host, Jen Levenhar.
Welcome back to the Jen Levenhar Show. Tonight's theme is meat farming, and we have a very special guest who has discovered, or should I say invented, a way to grow bratwurst in the garden. Clem, may I call you Clem?
You can call me Clem. Yes.
Okay, everybody welcome Clem Milquetoast to the show.
Can I call you Jenny Poo?
No?
Oh, sorry. Well, I'm glad to be here.
Well, welcome, Clem. We're really glad to have you here. Now, I must admit, when my producers told me about this, I was dubious. How do you grow a bratwurst, which usually comes from an animal, out of the ground?
I'm so glad you asked. Well, what I did is I backward engineered already existing bratwurst. I purchased the finest bratwurst and I dug a hole. And I put the bratwurst in the soil and covered it.
Okay, but usually when that happens, a wild animal comes along and digs it up and runs off with it.
Well, not if they don't want to get sued. I was saying it's proprietary. The method.
Digging a hole and putting something in it. Have you patented that process?
I'm not the one on trial here, Jennifer.
Okay, Clem. No, I don't mean to be adversarial. Okay, so you have a proprietary process of digging holes and putting meat in them, and then what happened?
There's no law against slipping meat into holes, Jennifer.
No, there isn't. I'm just sort of wondering where the producers came up with you, Clem. So, all right, you put the meat in the hole. You planted the bratwurst, and then are you saying it grew new bratwurst?
No, I'm saying it produced from the hole exciting new food products that are bratwurst based. Things grew out of the hole where the bratwurst was. So basically, if I just shoved meat in a hole and it created new life.
Oh, okay. These things that grew, were they, did they look at all like you?
Are you deranged, woman?
Well, I'm just wondering, how do you know they were your things? How do you know they weren't somebody else's things? I mean, someone else could have put some meat in the same hole.
Put things in my meat hole, I would sue them.
Oh, okay, sue all you want, but if someone came along, you know, who had maybe better meat and put it in the same hole, then those might be their things, not actually your things.
Well, you know, whether or not it's a group thing or not, if I don't give my consent, no one should put their meat in my hole.
No, of course, no one should put their meat in any hole without consent. This is absolutely true, but perhaps, you know, they realize that if your
Next week for another edition of the Jen Lavenhar Show.
where we discuss farming.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I was sweating.
That was so literal. Scene. That was such a literal scene.
That was.
I
It
had
was.
to mute myself.
I learned a lot.
I was gonna say, I think I know what I learned this week.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah. That was it. All right. There's no question about it. Well, some scenes like the last one are just not. One thing doesn't mean anything but what it is. It's just a literal thing. But if you watch musical theater, there's a lot of like one thing suggests another thing. And there's a lot of poetic license involved. And in fact, you can listen carefully to the dialogue in a musical and know when a song is being cued. And right now, we're going to see a scene where some of our improvisers are going to improvise. When I hear that song cue, I'm going to name that fact, and they're going to go with Mr. Mark S. Merritt right into a song. And let's find out from Mr. Derek what might be a title.
A title or a suggestion? Yes.
Yeah, give me something else because
Yeah. Short order cook.
Short order cook is the suggestion. All right, here we go.
That's a rather tall order.
Well, I'm a rather tall person when it comes to food. Now listen
Well, if
here.
you think you're up for it, start
Listen-
cooking.
Listen here, Sparky. I've been working at this restaurant 10 years. I can handle a party of 54 people.
Oh. You think you can, Jeffy?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm flipping burgers.
And that sounds like a song cue. I'm flipping burgers.
Don't think that it's something you can just try at home. You lurkers. I've got a reputation. I'm known across the nation. I'm flipping burgers. Think to yourself, you might pick up a roll and a meat patty and do it all yourself. Well, you know something? I've heard it before. I've heard your story, and you know what? You ain't flipping burgers. Some people think that. Yeah, some people think that they're flipping burgers, but you know something? They're not.
You're an artist.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Listen to the sizzle. Listen to the sizzle. Do you hear the sizzle?
Jeffy,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt your whole process here, but I just went back to fill up their drinks, and they a couple of them wanted to change their order.
Change.
A couple of them wanted they wanted the fish fry, and I know because of what happened last time, you said no fish fry, but
Don't question Jeffy. He's a god among cooks now.
I just wanted to be sensitive.
The fish fry. Oh,
It's only two fish fries.
I thought we took it off the menu. I thought it wasn't even on the menu anymore.
I do too, but they said they saw somewhere online that there was a secret menu, and they pulled it up and they showed me it had a bunch of likes, and they said they were telling all their friends about it, and we're gonna get more. This could be our really big break, Jeffy.
Olivia, this could be our really big break, Jeffy. Is the song cue?
We've been working at the same place for a really long time. We've been taking on lots of roles, really hefty, Jeffy. We've been working here a real long time. We've been waiting for a moment like this. This is our moment to shine. This is our big moment, Jeffy. No one's ever paid us any mind, and here's our chance. I know that last time it didn't go right, but I think we gotta take the chance. I think we have to grab it, even though we don't serve rabbit. We gotta do the fish. This is our chance now, Jeffy. I know you want a different life. You could make $1 million, and I could finally be your wife. We can do this, Jeffy. It's our big chance. Just make the fish and make our romance. We can do this, Jeffy. We can save our souls. We can do this if we work real hard, Jeffy.
All right. All right. All right. Someone go back into the freezer. Get me some of the fish from the freezer. Stat. I'm gonna fire up the deep fryer and I'm gonna fry some fish.
45 minutes later.
I fried some fish.
54 satisfied customers.
And Peter
More
DeLocke,
importantly-
that is your cue. 54 satisfied customers.
"54 satisfied customers who had fish fries tonight. 54 satisfied customers who left feeling all right. 54 people with grease all over their pants. But what's more important, Jeffy, is that you found romance. 54 satisfied people had dinner while we speak. But I know there's someone in your life who's made your knees so weak. 54 satisfied customers, no say bon appetit. But you've received life's special one-time treat. That's right, my friend. I know a certain someone with a hairnet who mentioned romance.
Right. Jeffy, we made enough money to finally sell the place and do what you really want.
Yes. Finally. I can operate a hot air balloon as a hot air balloonist might.
And scene all. Hey. Yes, indeed. And it is so much better to operate that hot air balloon as a hot air balloonist might.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering how you operate a hot air balloon as a hot air balloonist wouldn't, and how long that would.
It's a very bad idea. Anybody who's ever seen that happen has nightmares. I will guarantee that. There's no question about it. Well, we saw the last scene of the movie. What was the title of that movie again? What was it?
Running Out of Time.
Running Out of Time. And now it's time for the middle scene of Running Out of Time.
Give back the clock, you fiend!
Never.
You throw us all into a time paradox!
That's right. And that's what I've always wanted. You think the world was ever kind to me?
The clock!
Theodore,
What am I doing here? I'm from a long time ago. Oh no!
That's right. Come in, experience the world, see what happens. I got it.
People have chicken heads. What are they doing to the timeline?
I was a chicken.
Have more asbestos, Uncle Fred?
Sure, eat up, Jimmy. There's no harm in asbestos.
No, safety regulations are being ignored. Ah!
Have you noticed? Have you noticed that everything is sort of spray?
It's too much. It's too much. We have to get that clock back to its rightful place.
Oh no! Help me get back
Oh, yes.
to the 19th century.
World forever strange.
Scene.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm.
It's a very high budget film.
Mm.
Yes, it is. Hey, by the way, while I got the get up on, I'm just going to remind you that we will have a show next Friday. We will not have a show next Saturday because it's the 4th of July. And if my neighborhood is any indication, the residents of the capital region are hell-bent on blowing off their fingers and toes. And we respect that. So we're not even going to try to compete with that crap. So,
Oh, should I not?
yeah, no, do it,
Oh,
Sam.
okay.
Do it. Let's
Also,
get it.
congratulations, Capital Region Reconstructive Surgeons.
Yes, that's right.
Sailboats are coming your way.
Very happy.
Get a vacation home.
We would like to commemorate the 4th when, what, Walt?
I said double digits. It's because
See what he did? Yeah.
and then
Yeah, that was funny. Well, that was a funny thing.
I'm
You know, I've already sort of interrupted the flow, so I might as well put the promo here as opposed to the other place. Yeah, we have a lot coming up. You might have seen the trailer. We've got a filmmaking experience for people ages 13 to 17 and another one for folks who are somewhat older than that. And it's totally awesome. It is incredibly fun. And on the 6th, when you're like all sunburnt and you're dealing with the fact that it's Monday night and tomorrow you got to go back to work, whatever that means, even if it's only stumbling into your at-home office or maybe a real job someplace out there in the world, at 7 o'clock, right here at live.mopco.org, Plantdemic, the worst science fiction film ever made by our first filmmaking class, is going to premiere. And Jennifer's looking all bubbly about that because she's in it with Walt and moi.
I'm so excited about the premiere. I have my people working on my look and everything.
Awesome. Okay, that's beautiful. There's not just that, though. There's more. The 11th of July, Matthew Dix is telling stories in the evening. Tickets for that will go on sale on the 6th. But the workshop that Matthew is teaching all day long, those tickets are on sale right now. There's a one-on-one class coming up. You name it. All sorts of things happening. Walt, yes, that's right. Call now, order before midnight tonight, receive your free Mopco plastic thing in the mail. Okay.
They're standing by.
Yeah, I think that probably just about does it. The 4th of July, that's a very important date. It's a date when we commemorate when a small group of incredibly brave people faced forces far beyond them and demanded freedom. Think about that one. We believe in it. Okay, it's time for a little bit of arms through. So I'm going to get out of the way And let's see if the arms through players are there. And Derek, of course, it's got to go by what you see. What do you see, Derek?
Oh, while I wait to see what I see, I will give the suggestion for the scene, which
very good.
is zip lining.
Oh,
Okay. Sam, you are the body for Jen, and Walt, you are the body for Livia. And yes. Fantastic. Yes.
We're A-okay?
A-okay.
A-okay. Ooh.
So,
You look nervous.
oh, that's just my normal. That's just my normal self. How I always am. You know, it starts being, tingly in the bottom of the belly, and then kind of slowly moves up right in between my lungs, and then,
Yeah. You feel it in your nipples, your shoulders. Yeah.
yeah. You seem awfully calm. I kind of wish that I was calm.
Yeah. You know why? Because I've been doing meditation. That's what I've been doing. I've been meditating with my orb, and me and my orb, we just get into a very zen, happy place before I go hurling through the air, possibly to my death.
Possibly, I did not had phrased like that before. Do you ever get like shivers? You've been using your orb for a lot of things. You've taken it out many times. It doesn't.
Yeah, right here. I have it with me. I don't go anywhere without it, really. Sometimes I like to shake it up, and just like see if it gives me any answers, like you want to ask a question.
I want to try it. I need it.
Oh, okay. Here, I'll give it. I'm happy to share. It's yours. Just handle it carefully. Okay. Whatever you do, do not drop it.
What? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh.
It's fine. Here. It's still shiny.
I'm taking it back.
Here's the other part, and oh gosh, I'm sorry. Let me just shine it up for you.
Look at it. Just look at it. It's in pieces.
And the last piece there. Jeez, I'm really sorry. Oh God, I feel so vulnerable and upset. And I wring out my shirt. There's just sweat.
I can't do anything with this. I tried putting it back together. I can't. Forget it.
Listen, I am really sorry. You're just always so brave and strong. You're like, to everything, just so strong. And I'm just always so weak. I just look up to you, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm all strapped in now, and I'm going down this zip line without you, without my orb. I don't need anything or anybody.
Ooh.
Here I go.
Oh, you're beautiful.
I didn't realize it brought you back to the same exact spot. I was kind of doing a dramatic ending, It's like trying to do a dramatic ending and zip off into the sunset like that,
Oh, what happens to the best of us? But yeah, you did it.
Yay! You did it, guys. All right. Thank you very much.
The nipperang.
Oh, Michael's muted. Oh no.
oh no.
No. Oh, no.
He's unmuted now.
Back now. I'm back. Whether you like it or not. But I hope you like it. And I hope you like that scene. And I hope you like what's going to happen when Ms. Livia Walker sings a song just for you. Derek, what's the title of this song?
The title is Life Preserver.
Life Preserver, Mark.
Life preserver. I sit here all alone. Nobody speaks to me on the phone. So I take my book and read the pages. I pretend I'm one of them, so many ages. It's my life preserver. It's my life preserver. Escape from the world. It's my life preserver. Here I sit all alone by myself. I go to IKEA, I order me a shelf.
Yeah, all right. Very nice, very nice. I like the ones that just end like that. That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. And now, this is lesson 12 in Mopco LLC's Intermediate English for English Speakers, Level 3, at the grocery store.
Hello.
Hello there.
Do you have green apples?
We do have green apples in the section with all of the produce. All of the produce. All of the produce.
The produce.
Good. I am making a pie for my cousin, Cecilia.
Cecilia is the name of your cousin, Cecilia.
My cousin's name is Cecilia. I am making her a pie.
A pie made of green apples.
Where?
I have eaten pie before. It's something I've eaten, pie.
Pie is good.
Pie is good.
Pie is good.
What desserts do you like?
I like the desserts that are sweet and crusted.
Crusted desserts are sweet.
I eat with the upper crust. The upper crust is who I eat with.
The upper crust is the opposite of the hoi polloi.
Have you considered cake as well? Or perhaps tiramisu?
Tiramisu.
No, I have not.
You can buy multiple things. If you'd like to buy multiple of things.
I am at the grocery store.
At the grocery store, you can buy multiple things.
Do you like your job?
I do like my job at the grocery store.
The grocery store.
My job at the grocery store is fun, and then my hours are also fun at the grocery. Hours are a thing that I have.
Hours at the grocery, which is a short way of saying the grocery store.
Please stop.
Disgruntled customer.
Disgruntled is the thing you can be at the grocery store.
Who's that man? Just want to pay for these canned beans. Can I just pay for these and go?
Some people buy beans in cans. These are not found in the produce section.
Would you like to go to the produce section of the grocery
produce
store?
Section
I'd like to leave.
of the grocery store.
You can leave the grocery store out the automatic exit.
Thank you. You've been helped.
Okay. You have been helped. You have been helped. And we need help. Yes, we do.
I
Oh,
like that far too much.
it's really that game was actually invented by another troupe here at the Mopco Improv Theater down the rabbit hole, and a lot of those folks started out taking improv classes, which by the way we offer.
They
So
were murdered one night when they did it before a live audience.
yeah, absolutely. So it's time for a little bit of objection. Are you guys into it?
Yes.
Awesome. So these improvisers have all become attorneys overnight, during the course of this show. I have been appointed judge, and I wonder, Derek, if you can give us something that is totally non-controversial that will be debated in court.
To iron your underwear or not to, that is the question.
All right, to iron your underwear or not. Jennifer, begin.
Not iron your underwear. Life is short. Spend your time on more meaningful things. No one is going to see your underwear except for the people who see your underwear. And if someone's seeing your underwear, they shouldn't care if it's ironed or not. Their eyes should
Walt Baticki.
I object because I plan in advance when people are going to see my underwear. Like if I'm going to get in an accident.
Sustained. I want to hear about this.
Thank you. Sometimes I just get in my calendar like, oh, today I'm going to get in an accident and meet a nice doctor, and my underwear should be.
Peter Delakis.
Objection. There's no surprise like an underwear surprise.
Sustained.
If you're just planning your underwear time, well, you don't deserve underwear at all, and you should just take it off. Sometimes my underwear just pops out at random. I won't stop it, and I can't stop it.
Olivia.
Hi, it's your mother-in-law. I just wanted to pop in for a second.
Thank God. Sustained.
I just wanted to pop in. I know I said I would call before I stopped in, but I was just in the neighborhood and I just wanted to pop in and make sure everything's okay and make sure that you still need me on some level. You still need me a little bit? Just nod if you need me.
Mom, of course, objection.
Yes, Jennifer.
Mom, of course I need you.
Sustained.
Just because I'm married doesn't mean I don't need my mom. I mean, my husband is nice and everything, but he doesn't know shit. I mean, and you know, you're like my mom.
Walter.
I object. I'm married to this woman, and I got lots of shit.
Sustained.
Thank you very much. I got crap. I'm a friggin' hoarder. What is she complaining about? She'll never run out of shit. That newspaper's expired.
Peter Delakis.
Objection. Walt hoards many things, but he doesn't hoard frigging.
Sustained.
Therefore, he's not a frigging hoarder. Sure.
No, I changed my mind. Overruled. Yes, Olivia, go ahead. Yes.
Oh.
That was an objection to Peter when he was still at the floor.
Well, we'll give it back to Walt because that's actually the parliamentary procedure, but you obviously have an in with the court because I goofed.
Well, thank you. So, some of the shit I have is old bratwurst. And you could take the bratwurst and put it in the ground.
Sure.
Oh, someone's quite the parliamentarian tonight. Objection.
Overruled.
Damn you.
You want to cover up the meat hole with the under.
Jennifer Lebanon.
Objection. This is a fictional experience, and you
Overruled. We
to
take this very seriously. Livia Walker.
Objection! The government is covering up everything.
Sustained. I want to hear this crap.
All right, you cannot tell me that there is not a Loch Ness monster. You cannot tell me that there are not.
Adam Gorenstein.
Objection. I'm covering up things too, and I'd like some credit.
Sustained.
I cover up things all the time. I cover myself with bed sheets when it's like cold out, or I cover myself with like.
Objection! I have evidence of things that Sam has failed to cover up.
Sustained.
For instance, how do I know then that the entire comedy troupe that used to do the English gag that you guys just did were murdered in front of a live audience? The cover up.
And Walt Baticki wins tonight's objection. Yeah. Yes, Walt, you get an all expense paid trip to the Hanes Underwear Factory in Durham, North Carolina.
I'm gonna meet it.
Along with a copy of the parliamentary rules, Michael.
I don't hear him. What, Walt?
Inspector 12. I want to meet Inspector 12. Please tell me she's still.
Yes, Inspector 12 will be leading your tour.
She's dreaming.
Inspector 12 is the only thing that comes between the world and Walt's meat hole.
I still don't hear him at all, but I do know this. It is time for the opening scene of our time travel movie. Running out of time.
Sure, I'm the fastest runner in town, but what good does that do anybody? I mean, I want to amount to something. I want to be important. I want to have an important role in society. All I do is run.
With my car. Oh, well.
Sorry. I know we're both driving alongside you, but
we're taking up both lanes here. This doesn't seem safe, you guys.
yeah, but it's the only way to keep track of you. You're so fast. I mean, there's also that big clock we have in the center of town in its rightful place.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Somebody made a clock like that everybody uses to tell time. I want to have an important role in the world, like a clockmaker, or someone who builds a time machine, or an evil scientist, or something like that.
Why, you asked to be an important person, or at least meet one. Did you know that your hometown of Troy, New York, is the home of the real Uncle Sam?
Why, no, Clock. I didn't know that.
Yes. Sam Wilson made meat for Union soldiers, and his product was so good that the soldiers praised Uncle Sam.
You know, if only someone could invent a time machine to take us back through other periods. I mean, what could possibly go wrong with that?
Oh, be careful what you wish for, because the chicken guy can make a time machine happen.
Yeah, I'm just going to ignore that warning and proceed anyway. Maybe I'll go see that crazy mad scientist who lives up at the top of the hill and see about getting this time machine thing off the ground. I'm going to dash up the hill real fast.
Oh, another one from the track team wanting to manipulate time. Catch your breath.
Yeah.
I swore I would never do this, but you're kind of cute. So I'm going to go over to the big red thing with the white dot in it.
Okay. Is
And
that your time machine?
Well, it's a thing. And if I do something to it, then all hell's gonna break loose.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. What could possibly go wrong?
That's what they all say.
Someone stole the clock out of its rightful place!
And there we have it, folks. That's the first scene of Running Out of Time.
Mm.
Yes, Walter. Yes, that's exactly right. So, gosh, I haven't had so much fun in a long, long time. And I learned things tonight. I learned, for example, that we should be very, very careful before taking a suggestion like bratwurst.
Michael, I think we did our brat best.
Oh, and that must be what you learned tonight, Sam.
That is. I learned that exact thing, that if I make a pun on bratwurst and say brat best, then I can call back to the bratwurst scene that you were calling
That's
back to
great.
as well.
And I think you're a brilliant, brilliant young fellow. Yes, I do. And I think that Mark S. Merritt is a brilliant young fellow as well. And I wonder what you learned tonight, Mark.
I learned that a lot of people here have very dirty minds.
That's also really true. Yeah. Derek, how about you? What did you learn tonight?
Oh, I learned that I need to start ironing my underpants.
Who knew, right? Yeah, I
didn't.
usually just kind of crumple them up and put them in a drawer. Yeah. Maybe that's why they call them drawers. Peter Delakis, what did you learn this evening?
I learned that you could put Play-Doh through this.
That's right. How about you, Walt?
Oh, I learned that if I put this like in the like a filter, whoa, I'm like in a vortex. I'm working on it, but that's what I
Did
was.
you say gefilter?
Oh, oh, Jen, save us. How about your learning for the evening?
You know, Michael, I learned that no matter who you are in control of what goes in your meat hole.
Thank you, Jen Lavinar. Oh, my goodness. And Livia Walker, what did you learn tonight?
Meat too.
Meat too.
Meat too. This is the meat too. I took bad. I learned that you should keep your clock in its rightful place.
Yeah, and clean your clock too. So that's going to wrap up yet another Saturday night. We're not here next Saturday. We are here next Friday. We got a lot going on. And we urge you, if you are a real American, to remember that Black Lives Matter and support Black artists, buy from Black businesses. And if people say, well, I'm not a racist, but fuck them. Hey, have a great night, everybody.
Good night.
Take care. All righty. Bye-bye.